Good morning, everyone. It is 4 in the morning here. I'm still in my pajamas. Got my wrap on because it's cold. I discovered something over the weekend and I wanted to share it with you. I joined with Kristen and we're going to do a gathering on Wednesday, collaborating, putting our two podcasts together for a 2-hour special. But before Wednesday, I know it's Tuesday, but I really felt strongly to share this with you. So I discovered it Sunday night. I could feel stuff going on the weekend. I could feel stuff going on since Friday. And I was feeling some energy of imbalanced energies coming in as an interference, but not getting into my field, but certainly targeting the energy field. And I could feel it kind of hammering more like nails on a chalkboard, just there in the perimeter outside the field. And my field is very amplified. I have cloaking on my field. So the fact that I was suddenly feeling at the edge of my field was odd. And so I started to kind of tune into it and I started to feel this big dome around the earth. And it's like a big, it looked like a big Faraday cage, like a big prison. And the feeling is it's designed to dampen our individual frequencies, but also to prevent us from receiving the downloads and upgrades that we're receiving from globally and beyond cosmically. So I could feel this like dampening, and then I could feel this blocking. And then I started to feel and sense this film in and around everything, the trees, the rocks, the grass, all the people. And I've seen this before in different ways, and there's different interferences that have worked this way before, but this felt different. This felt very differently targeted and strategic. So as I tuned in more, I could feel a level of creating a level of confusion or complacency, keeping people just kind of stuck in this limbo. And some of you might have been experiencing a limbo, but it's also affecting health a lot. It's affecting our physical body. So it's more a bioelectric targeting, meaning the biology, the body, any pain, any areas of points of entry would be, say, an old injury or pain or tension or tightness in certain areas of the body. Organ that may be a little bit weakened or compromised, those would be entry points. Anything we eat that is lower frequency, denser energies right now would almost be like an invitation on the inside for something to come in. So it's finding the low frequency energies and coming at them, targeting them like a drill or a kind of like wearing them down, wearing those spaces down. And then it's blocking. It's blocking and containing. So I wanted to let you know about this because it was infiltrating the dream realm for me. And I was like looking at these dreams that were coming in. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Why is this coming in? So on the biology level, it's happening, but then on the electrical current level, it's hitting your thoughts, your beliefs, old memories, old experiences that you may not be have fully reconciled with or had been a point of trigger or sensitivity in the past. So it's very bioelectric charged. And the ways that you can support yourself in that in clearing this will be coming to the gathering on Wednesday for the 2-hour gathering. Yeah, Kristen and I are going to host. We're going to talk about what I'm witnessing, what she's experiencing and discovering, and then we'll create an activation together. But I didn't want to wait until then because I really feel a lot of you are going to be sensitive to this. So this is a precursor, and a little bit of a, say, appetizer for you to be able to support your body and support your mind, not get caught up in that left brain loop, not get caught up in the amusement park, and not allowing that interference and unbalanced energy to find its way into your field. So I'm going to take you through just a little quick activation. Rest your eyes closed and take some deep breaths. And I want you to feel your feet grounded on the earth as you know it in this moment. And this film, this tactical film, this prison energy is actually surrounding Mother Earth as well. It's affecting her, and it's really affecting our nervous system. So I just want you to be aware of how you're feeling in this moment. And then I want you to imagine yourself grounding in the new earth energies, the new earth frequencies, which are higher frequencies, cleaner, pure frequencies. And then imagine two cords of energy coming from your adrenal glands. So the kidneys at the back of the body, kind of just below the brow line, kind of mid back there, low to mid back. The kidneys are there, and the adrenal glands are a part of the kidneys, are on the kidneys. I want you to imagine from the adrenal glands that you could plug in those two cords to the new earth frequencies. And we're going to unplug our nervous system and the brainstem from the old earth frequencies. And we're going to plug into the new earth. Higher, clearer, cleaner frequencies. As you take some deep breaths, just reset your nervous system. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Soften the back of the throat and letting the nervous system know that everything is okay. We're on top of this. We got this. Now, from the center of your heart space, right in the middle of your chest, activate that source point. Lighting it up, opening it up, amplifying, expanding. Letting the pure, clear, clean source and the essence of you, of your divinity, pour forth and expand out. And like the rays of the sun, really let it fill your entire energy field. Bring your energy field so that it's an arm's length in all directions. So the edge of your field is contained and more manageable when it's at arm's length in all directions, especially the back. And then let that light fill the space. And then we're going to pour in right into that source point, pour through you, into you, that gold temple energy, liquid lava, purifying, cleansing, holding your field at a higher frequency, and pouring that liquid lava energy, that gold temple energy, into the spaces and within the cells and around the cells. Filling your mind, your brainstem, your nervous system, the Folk's membrane, lighting it up right between the right and left hemisphere of the brain. And imagine that light of that gold temple energy lighting up the spine all the way down to your tailbone, and then across the pelvic floor, light up the inside of the sacrum bone. Let that light fill the whole pelvic bowl and beyond. And then bring that light all the way up the front of the body back to the Folk's membrane between the right and left hemisphere of the brain. You may find yourself placing your hand on the top of your head with your fingers wide as a way to extend the energy of the falx membrane and extend the light of it. And then hand on your physical heart, activating the sensory neurites more purposefully, intentionally within the physical heart. And letting the sensory neurites inform the nervous system that you are holding your own, you're holding steady, holding your frequency, holding the high note. Breathe through the nose and out the nose. When we breathe in and out of the nose, we let the nervous system know everything is okay. Sometimes the mouth breathing, quite often the mouth breathing creates that feeling of fear or panic. It can invoke that. If you're on the edge of that, make sure you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Throat soft. Diaphragm soft so that the belly moves when you breathe. Diaphragm extends, belly expands and comes back in. Now, with your hand on your heart still, we are going to withdraw any and all consent, conscious or subconscious. We withdraw any and all previous consent, but we also declare that we do not give consent under any circumstance to block, to filter, to prevent us from receiving or transmitting, to block our frequencies or to affect our frequencies. Any external forces, any imbalanced energies do not have permission under any circumstances, in any realm, in any plane of existence, and in any level of consciousness to interfere, to block, to control, to manipulate our energy field. So you can declare, this is my sovereign space. Amplify your field. Imagine it lighting up brighter and brighter, raising the frequency even more, letting it go beyond the physical body through your energy field. And then creating a buffer zone at the edge of the field, amplifying the field at the edge so that it becomes like the atmosphere of the sun, burning off any discordant energy, burning off any threads of interference, transmuting and harmonizing any frequencies that are not in alignment with divinity, with balance, with harmony, with peace. I am a sovereign being, and this is my sovereign space. Any unbalanced energies within me, I call forth into the heart space to be honored, to be witnessed, to be stirred in, to be transmuted. Any points of entry for any form of unbalanced energy or interference from the outside, I ask and command that all those entry points be closed and remain closed, and only can be opened with my direct permission, my direct, conscious, intentional permission. For those of you that still have ego in place, those of you that have had your ego removed with me, you can skip this step or you can just keep breathing. Those of you that still have ego in your field, recognize it as a separate entity. We choose to quarantine the ego The ego does not have permission to run interference on the inside. The ego is letting in the interference. It's letting in the unbalanced energies. It's working with those energies. The ego has evolved to become a bit more of a problem than before. So if your ego is acting up, you may be inspired to reach out to have it removed. In the meantime, let's quarantine it into a bubble, soundproof bubble. Take another deep breath. And then bring your fears to the surface. Perhaps there's a fear of external interference. Perhaps there's a fear of being controlled, or perhaps there's a fear of the unknown. Maybe there's leftover fear from childhood or something else. Imagine you could bring all your fears forward and place them in front of you to witness them, to honor them, and then welcome them into your heart. Stir them in with love and compassion. Meet them with tenderness, with acceptance. Invite them to be transmuted into love. Invite the fear to be reconciled. Invite the memories and thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving you to be shifted, to be reprogrammed, to be aligned with love, with compassion, with empathy, with harmony, with the higher frequencies. Letting that gold temple energy pour into your DNA, pour through your mitochondria, activating and supporting the body in all ways, on all levels. Remembering that you are energy. Your body is not solid, it's energy in a pattern, and that pattern can be influenced by frequency. And if you hold the higher frequencies and you surround yourself with higher frequencies and you align with those frequencies, you can change the pattern that is your body. You can change a pattern of discord into resonance. You can change a pattern of density into lightness. You can change a pattern of dis-ease into harmony and balance, health and wholeness. You can shift fear into love, confusion into clarity, chaos into coherence, conflict into peace, separation into oneness, unity, connection. You are way more powerful than you've been programmed to believe. Hold the high note. Hold steady. Feel the peace and love within you emanating in all directions, filling your energy field, that sacred, sovereign space. Be a beacon of light. Be a messenger of love, even if you're silent. Love speaks volumes. Nurture yourself with high frequency foods, high frequency activities. And let's create a buffer around the field so that you don't hear, sense, or experience any of the noise. This interference force was coming in like a silent dog whistle, but it felt energetically like nails on a chalkboard. A very irritating, getting under your skin kind of feeling. Your whole energy field could become so amplified, and you could raise your frequency so high that it doesn't register. The lower frequencies won't register. My invitation for you as we move through this week and beyond is to bless everything. Send a blessing of love. Pour that gold temple energy into everything within and around you. Choose to see through the lens of love, divinity. Use your divine sight and trust and know that as we shift into the new earth frequencies more and more, and the old earth energies fade into the background and eventually are no longer in our vision, no longer visible with our new sight. We bless any and all, everything we see. We meet all of creation with deep reverence, including the unbalanced energies. Because what most people don't realize is that compassion contains it. True divine compassion contains all unbalanced energies. It slows it, contains it, stops it. You become impenetrable, unstoppable, unreachable, untouchable. Your field becomes so strong, like it is right now. And in every breath and in every moment, it becomes stronger and stronger, more amplified, more radiant, more coherent than you can even imagine. Use the power of gratitude, appreciation, and compassion to amplify your field so that you become a radiant source of light, a beacon of the highest frequencies, an ambassador of the new earth. And those energies fill your entire beingness. I am the light of source. Find the words that allow you to embody this. The light of the divine is in me now. and it radiates in all directions without exception. I claim and own and stand in my sovereign space. I am a beacon of light, a messenger of love, an ambassador for peace. I am the highest frequency possible in this moment. Unapologetically radiating, emanating love, compassion, peace. This is who I am. This is what I choose. And so it is. You can come back to this practice as often as you need to. I thank you for being here. I thank you for being a beautiful beacon of light in this world and for feeling and answering the call, the deepest call in your heart. I'm grateful. I see you. I honor you. Until next time, love and blessings.